Welcome to this explainer. Okay, think about how incredibly fast the world is moving right now. We want something, boom, we click a button, and it's literally sitting on our doorstep the next morning. We want entertainment, we stream an entire season of a show instantly. Think about how wired we are for speed today. Studies actually show we start abandoning web pages if they take more than 3 seconds to load. 3 seconds, that's it. The pull of getting what we want right now is absolutely intense. It's a rush we all universally understand, mostly because our entire modern economy is basically engineered to deliver it. We are living squarely in the age of now, and honestly, it feels fantastic in the moment. But here is the massive question we really have to stop and consider. What is the true cost of getting everything immediately? Because when we get what we want the very second we want it, there is always an unseen price tag attached, even if it doesn't print out on the receipt. We feel that rush, that excitement, that massive dopamine hit of the immediate reward, but we so rarely stop to deeply consider the silent toll it's taking in the background of our lives. Think about the very real sinking stress of a massive credit card bill arriving weeks after the thrill of an impulse purchase has completely faded. That gap right there between the immediate high and the delayed consequence, that is exactly what we're going to explore today. Okay, let's dive into this with a clear definition to really anchor our understanding. Instant gratification is defined simply but powerfully as the desire to get everything now, without delay. It's that relentless psychological itch. It's not just about wanting nice things, it's about having a total intolerance for waiting for them. And honestly, it's not entirely our fault. Our human brains are evolutionarily wired to prioritize immediate survival over long-term planning. To our ancestors, a guaranteed meal today was way more important than a theoretical meal next month. But in our modern financial world, this primal intolerance for waiting forms the core conflict that is actively working against our long-term interests. Section 1, the trap of now. And this brilliantly illustrates a profound idea we really need to unpack. Getting everything now can cost you financial freedom later. This isn't just some casual warning. It is a profound, unyielding equation. Notice how explicitly the psychological trap, the very act of getting everything now, is linked directly to a severe future penalty. The trap is believing that the present moment is the only one that truly matters. When we're caught in this, we develop a massive blind spot to our own future. We trick ourselves into thinking, hey, if I can afford the monthly payment today, I can afford the item. But that illusion completely blinds us to the long-term bill that will inevitably come due, compounding quietly while we're distracted by our immediate reward. Section 2. Destroying your wealth. Destroys wealth. Just let that specific, grim word sink in for a second. The source text doesn't say instant gratification merely delays your wealth. It doesn't say it slightly diminishes it or temporarily pauses it. It says it destroys it. Let's look at the actual math of how this works, because it's genuinely shocking. Imagine a random immediate desire, let's say a $100 impulse buy. You spend it, you get a quick high, and it's gone. But if you had invested that exact same $100 instead at an average historical market return over 30 years, it wouldn't just be $100. It would grow to over $1,000. So when you spent that money to satisfy a fleeting urge, you didn't just spend $100. You quite literally destroyed $900 of your own future wealth. Every single time we prioritize the present at the absolute expense of the future, we are actively participating in wealth destruction. Let's move to the next point and see how this builds. It always starts with a simple trigger, getting everything now. That is step 1. It's the moment you see that targeted ad or walk past the store window. That leads directly to step 2, instant gratification. This is the fulfillment of that urge. It's the swipe of the card, the unboxing, that momentary high that quickly convinces your brain you absolutely made the right choice. But the final, totally unavoidable destination of this journey is step 3, wealth destruction. This perfectly maps out the terrifyingly simple life cycle of $1 spent immediately versus one saved. Yielding to step 1 and 2 mathematically guarantees step 3. You are literally consuming your future potential, your future options, and your future security, all just to appease a temporary feeling in the present moment. Section 3. Costing your financial freedom. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is the philosophical contrast. On one hand, we have getting everything now. This is entirely fleeting. It's a feeling that evaporates almost as quickly as it arrives. A new phone becomes just a normal, boring phone in a matter of weeks. A new car loses its new car smell and just becomes, well, transportation. On the flip side, we have financial freedom later. This is permanent. It represents long-term security, having actual tangible options in how you spend your time, and that deep peace of mind that comes from knowing you aren't living paycheck to paycheck. We have to constantly weigh these two ideas against each other. The ultimate tragic casualty of living entirely for immediate fulfillment is the complete and permanent loss of that future freedom. You are literally trading a lifetime of peace for a few moments of pleasure. To really drive this home, let's consider the fixed chronological reality of this warning. Point 1 is the present moment, where we are actively getting everything now. Point 2 is later, which brings the ultimate cost to your financial freedom. Your actions in the present definitively dictate the financial outcomes of your future, and there is no way to cheat this timeline. Think about what this looks like in the real world. Think about 72-month or even 84-month auto loans. People are stretching themselves incredibly thin, committing to years and years of payments just to have a slightly nicer, shinier car today. What they are actually doing is borrowing heavily from point 2, their future self's income and freedom, just to fund point 1. We are constantly demanding that our future selves pay the exorbitant tab for our present desires. So I'll leave you with this. Is getting everything now truly worth the cost of your future freedom? Take a moment to genuinely contextualize this trade-off in your own life, because every purchase, every immediate indulgence, every single time you tap to pay is a decision made on this exact scale. The choice is entirely yours.